I am back with another siege video, back on my siege grind. I was going to share with a strat that I've been doing with my 5-stack on top 4 Oregon on attack. So everybody send this to a friend who doesn't know how to attack. So the first operator you're gonna need, this is the most crucial operator in the 5-stack, is gonna be a Monty. So the thing about Monty is he's so good because he can do so many things. He can plant, he can freaking truck you with his shield and you're just knocked over. But the main thing I like doing, obviously, with Monty is planting the diffuser. So Monty's going to go ahead and take the diffuser. He's going to have smoke grenades also in his loadout. And I like to run the P9, but whatever one's fine, honestly. This one's technically better, but it only has 6 rounds. So I like this one. Monty's going to take the diffuser. Going to go smoke grenades. That's that. Second operator is going to be a lion. So lion's really good because, obviously, if you don't stand still during his little thing, then you get marked. So you know where they are. If they do move, if you don't move, you know they're standing still and you can take sight or whatever. So that's what you're going to need for your second operator. You're going to run stun grenades on him, and that's that. Your third operator is going to be a Grim. Another operator where it shows where everybody are. If they're standing in the Grim, it shows a live ping. If they just got out of it, then it shows it's a little delay, but you can still see where they are. Also creates a lot of noise, a lot of chaos. You're going to run claymores on him. And then your fourth op is going to be a Nomad. But with the Nomad, obviously Nomad, if you run into her little things, they blast you to the side. Really good for just everything, really. Flanks. Nomading off the rotates, nomading the diffuser, but you are going to run breach charges on her, and I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. And your fifth and final op is going to be Ying, as she stuns everybody. Everybody, if you do stun somebody, they have no clue what's going on, they don't know where they are, and she just creates a lot of noise, a lot of chaos. That's what we want in quick plants. So you're going to run smokes on her as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what to do with every single operator, starting with Monty. So the thing to do with Montane is you really want to try to bait the C4 before you plant. What I mean by that is hop in, don't plant right. I mean, you want to plant obviously right away, but you want to stay extended just for a little bit, and then once you hear that C4, stay extended, and then once you hear that C4 boom, then that's when you start planting. So boom. Alright. So you're at big window, by the way. It's going to be at big window, if you didn't already know. So big window. You're at big window, right? You have the feet holes here. You have the rotate here, maybe. You have the head holes here. So what you're going to do as Montane is you're literally just going to go boom, walk in, extend, come right here if there's nobody here. Well, actually, Grim and Nomad are going to Nomad this before you hop in. And Ying. Everybody's going to util dump before you jump in, so don't jump in right away. You're going to open big window. Everybody's going to util dump on just everywhere. You hop in. You bait the C4 for a little bit. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come right in this corner right here. You're going to crouch, and you're going to start planting the diffuser, but you're going to not plant like this, because then they can see you're going to do what's called a turtle plant. So if you do this, and you start planting right here, your shield will be on your back, and they cannot shoot you from behind. So the only way they can kill you is by C4. So that's that. Let me see if I can. Can I change operator? Okay, end game. So that's what you're gonna do with Monty. So the next thing you're gonna go ahead and do is I will tell you where to put your Grims and Nomads. Ying, you can just throw your Yings. That doesn't really matter. But I want to go ahead and tell you where to put your Grims and Yings. Your Grim and Yings. Oh, no, sorry. Your Grim and Nomads go basically in the same place. It's a little bit different. Like I said, Yings, they don't matter where you throw Yings. Just throw them. Make sure they're on at least 2 or 3 clicks. Because 1 obviously doesn't stun them enough, so where they don't know where they're going. So either do 2 or 3 clicks on Yings. 3 is preferably better, but it takes longer. So, obviously, so you open the barricade, right? Montane is just right here or whatever. So there's going to be obviously some feet holes here. if the enemy team is halfway decent, there's going to be feet holes here. Maybe a rotate here, maybe not. And there's going to be head holes here. Obviously, you can see there's a person right there. Nobody in this corner right here, but there's probably going to be somebody in that corner. So what you're going to do for your Grims, you're going to go ahead and put it on bounce mode, because bounce mode is the best. So bounce mode, you're in the bouncy thing. You're going to put one here. It bounces under the feet holes. You're going to bounce this one off the ceiling. You're going to put one on the head holes. You're going to put one here. And you're going to put one on white stairs. And that's what you're going to do. That's where you're going to put your Grims right there. Then you can hop in. You can stay outside. You can do whatever. By the way, and Montaigne's in. He's inside. He's right there. If they try to creep up on Montaigne, the Grims are there. Grims are in this room. They're there in white stairs on head holes. They're everywhere. So no defender's going to run to those. If they do, they get tracked. You can also watch some people on the head holes. You can just hold this angle right here and just spray anybody on the head holes. Your nomads are going to go in the same place as the Grim. So you're going to put one of your nomads right here. There's going to be a rotate here. It's going to be like a circle right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it right here to stop anybody from rotating and killing your planter. So that's what you're going to put that one. You're going to put one. It's going to be right here on this little bar right here. It's going to be right here. So if they try to walk up in a fuse, they get blasted back. Nomad, I'm pretty sure. Where's the other one? So you're probably gonna put one. If I had to guess, you could jump in to do this if you feel safe enough. But if you're just from here, you could blast one right here. So this will actually cover anybody from walking up white. So you can shoot it. You can shoot your thing right here. Boom. That's 3 nomads gone. That's all your nomads. Like I said, Ying. Doesn't matter. Ying's to throw, it doesn't matter. Preferably under these, rotate, just wherever the Grims went is going to where you're trying to throw your Yings, but it also doesn't really matter. So the reason I did put Nomad on breach charges, Nomad's going to come in. By the way, if you're Grim and you have your Claymores, you're going to put one right here, and you're going to go ahead and come out here and put one right here so no one can hop out on you. But yeah. So on Nomad, you're going to come in here, place your breach charge right here, exactly where the defuse is. You're going to go ahead and make your way downstairs. You don't run down white. And it should be right here. And you're literally just going to play vert to see if anybody, so obviously you can see it's, the diffuser is right here. So you're just going to, if anybody plays there, you can shoot them from diffusing. And then finally, obviously, your lion is pretty important too. All you're going to do is lion scan when Monty jumps in. And then lion scan whenever the plant's down, and throw your flashbangs on the feet holes right here, and just in this area right here, so everybody's blinded. And that is the best attack strategy on top 4 Oregon on big window. It's pretty much like a guaranteed round win every single time. Honestly, I don't think I've ever lost a attack on this strategy. So there you go, guys. Send this to a friend and like if you learned something.